I want to throw a scenario at you. So you say you get a new puppy, you want to form this bond with your puppy, you want the puppy to latch onto you, you want to have this great relationship with them. How do you bridge that gap of like, I want this puppy to be obsessed with me because I'm obsessed with him, but like not creating this situation where they're too obsessed with you and they don't want you to leave ever?
That is an amazing question. And that's a question, unfortunately, we get quite often when we're at the tail end of that. So, clients will ask us, what could we have done to prevent that separation anxiety from happening? Let's say you get a puppy at 8 weeks and at 6 months, they can't be apart from you. And so a lot of times it's because people are sleeping in their bed with their dog.
You
And
can't do that? Oh no.
well, you can if you have a healthy response to it. So if you're not dealing with separation anxiety, then by all means, if you want to have your dog in your bed and you don't have any behavior issues, whether it be guarding, resource guarding, reactivity on leash, if you want to sleep with your dog in the bed, totally fine with that. We actually will do that on occasion just to keep that bond with our dog secure, but they don't need it because we've made sure that we've trained them not to necessarily rely on us for their comfort. They rely on us for their resource. So, if you have a puppy, 8 weeks of age, making sure that they have their own designated environment to sleep in. So, typically, I would recommend a puppy pen, maybe with a crate inside that puppy pen where the door is open, so you can start to crate train as early as possible. That way, the dog can freely go in and out of that crate, but they still have that puppy pen to kind of control their environment. Then you want to make sure that when your puppy is sleeping, so when you have them out, a lot of times puppies will fall asleep in your arms. You want to make sure that you place them back in their environment. If they start to become comfortable sleeping in your arms, they're going to want that more and more because they get that body heat. They start to become more comfortable and start to get that attachment to you. Now, you can form a healthy attachment without having to hold them constantly. Now, you can definitely hold your puppy when they're awake and you want to take them outside in your arms to get them exposed to the outside world. If they're not fully vaccinated, making sure that you continue to carry them. But we want to make sure that we're not having them rely on us for that comfort. They should be able to start to build that on their own. And I would use an analogy. It's kind of like children. So we have a toddler right now, and she never slept in our bedroom past the age of 3 months because she was in a bassinet. We just wanted to make sure she was okay. And then she moved into her own room in her crib. Now, the reason why we do that, and a lot of people don't recognize why we actually do that, it's so the baby can start to build up their confidence on their own. Otherwise, they get so used to sleeping in your bedroom and it makes that transition way harder as they start to age. Now, imagine having a child, so from infancy to about 25, 26 years of age, when the frontal lobe has fully formed in the brain, and they've slept in their parents' bed throughout all of those years. You can imagine what that would do to your development and also
Yeah.
the relationship between you and your parents.
Right.
So, the development of a puppy is very condensed. So, birth to 25, 26 years of age for a human, you're looking at birth to about 18 months for a dog. So it's very condensed compared to a human. So we want to make sure, and a lot of people do this where they, pet parents will have their dog sleep in their bed from 8 weeks and it's life. And we see a lot of issues, unfortunately. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but most of the time, we see a lot of issues form, behavior issues, when our pet parents do that.
Nice. Okay. That is so helpful because in the next few months, I will probably be getting a puppy. So, like, these are
Okay.
things that are important to me to know. I'm like, okay, no sleeping in the bed with me, at least not for a while. Got
Yeah.
it.
So 18 months. So try to make it that 18-month point. And if your dog, again, is completely healthy, no reactivity, no separation anxiety, if you want to start to have your younger dog sleep in the bed with you, if you have a puppy under that age, especially younger, they can have accidents. They can hurt themselves by falling off the bed. So we want to make sure that they have fully functioning motor systems where if they fall or if they jump, if the bed's not too high, if the bed is high, making sure they know how to get down on a ramp or stairs. So you want to make sure it's as safe as possible. But if you want to sleep with your dog in the bed past 18 months of age and there's no behavior issues, by all means, it can be a really awesome bonding experience, especially if you're watching movies or if you're just wanting to have a companion in the bed with you.
Hey, everybody, if you like this, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any of this awesome content.